Hey, how are you?
What's going on?
Ah, you are the big one today, so I give it to you.
Life is
I
good.
give it to you today. So how are you?
I'm well. Life is good. Yeah, I just went for a run actually.
And
Leg
how
feels
is it?
good. Yeah,
It went well.
yeah, no pain, no awareness. It's good.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then how is the body? Everything is feeling good.
Everything is good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
You look great, Esther.
Thank you. I have to do it for you. If you are going to talk to the champions, you always have to look good so you can impress them. So today I want to impress you.
Yeah.
So how are you? How
Good.
are you doing? Like in everything, life? How
Mm.
life is treating you in Holland?
It's. I mean, I'm going home on Monday. It feels like it's gone pretty quick, to be honest. Like, yeah, the second half of the season went super fast. But other than that, I'm keen to get back to Australia. Yeah, everyone's so lucky once. But yeah, last week.
Okay. So what do you like really in Holland here?
Um, I just like the European lifestyle. I think like cycling everywhere. Yeah, the hockey. It's a different, yeah, totally different. I think, especially when we moved over as well.
Yeah.
Like COVID was pretty hardcore in Australia, so yeah, it's just good to get out and enjoy.
Okay. And what is things here you don't like?
I don't know. I can't say Dutch food's the best, um, and I do miss Australian coffee. Like there's a couple of good coffee spots here, but yeah, I think there's a good place to get coffee on every corner in Australia.
Okay.
I miss that.
But that doesn't answer the question though.
What don't I like? Oh, the weather sucks. Except like since we've been here, I reckon it's been sunny 90% of the time,
Okay.
so it's not too bad.
So not too bad. Okay. That's good. Yeah. So, hey people, we have this evening we have a special guest here. He's I see I look at him as a champion and I think he have done it a lot
Thanks.
since 99 or no 2014 and or earlier than that. Since at the age of 19 he started being on the spotlight, and till that time till now he's still going stronger and stronger, more to give, more to bring out. So
True. Thanks to
as for
you,
me, I
Esther.
see him as a hero. So I hope after this conversation people will know what I see in you, so then they can learn something from you. So no more to waste any time, we are going straight. I want to find out, when I say which age did you started?
I started playing hockey when I was 5. In Australia, it's like you play every sport. So yeah, I played football, hockey, cricket, tennis, athletics for only not long enough, obviously, Esther, because you taught me a lot. But yeah, I did a whole bunch of sports, swimming, just kind of everything I could do.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, hockey was always kind of constant. It's not the biggest sport in Australia, so it's kind of like doesn't get a lot of attention or anything like that. So, yeah, we just kind of stuck with it, and things ended up going pretty well. But yeah, I was 5 when I started.
Okay. And which age do you saw yourself that, okay, I have it, I'm good, so I want to pursue a career in this?
To be honest, I was never really sure I wanted to play hockey. Like I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was always one of my favorite sports, and I loved the club that I had in Sydney. But I wanted to play rugby for a fair while as well. Both my parents are from New Zealand, so it's a pretty long history with rugby over there. And yeah, I love watching it. I love the sport. I love the physicality. But with hockey, I don't know. I was pretty lucky, I think. Yeah, most age groups, I was probably one of the best there. So yeah, I think I was pretty young when I kind of got the tap on the shoulder and said, maybe you could play for Australia. Like maybe I was 15 or 16. So yeah, from that, yeah, as I said, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do it, but yeah, I kind of,
Yeah.
it looked that way for a while.
Okay. And the moment, okay, you decided you are not sure, and it was lucky you end up in hockey, but the moment you entering there on the national team as a first time, as a young boy, know your friends, everybody is going out having dancing, drinking and stuff, and you choose to be there even you were not sure. How was it?
Yeah,
And
I
what
think,
did you miss? Like, how was it to be in the team?
yeah.
And what do you think you missed with being in the team?
I really missed my friends and family because once you kind of make the Australian team, you have to move to Perth, which is the equivalent of moving to, I don't know, Portugal. Yeah, like it's a long way away. It's like 5 hours by flight. And especially at that age, like, yeah, 18, 19, 20, all my friends had just started uni and going out and having heaps of fun. And, yeah, I really like, I kind of regret a little bit that it happened so early. Like, I do feel like I missed out on that time of my life. But yeah, the high performance environment in Perth with the team is pretty intense as well. And I actually got injured in the first year, so I kind of made the team, went away to a big tournament, and then at that tournament I got hurt and I was out for the next 10 months. So I was rehabbing. It was a hamstring as well, it was a hamstring tendon. So I was rehabbing that for 9-10 months away from home, and that was pretty hard. But yeah, I mean that's elite sport, isn't it? It's not easy.
That's the sacrifice in it.
Exactly.
The sacrifice in being a top sports person. You have to know that the moment you enter, there was a lot of things you have to sacrifice. But you don't think too that your friends, some of them were a little bit jealous that you can do that and be all over and traveling, and they are just there home and stuff.
I'm not sure. I think, as I said, in Australia, like hockey doesn't get a lot of attention. It's kind of like, that's cool, but what do you study? So
It could be that they are not telling you though.
oh, it's possible. It's possible.
Maybe they are not telling you that, okay, though you did that, but we wish that we were like in your shoes.
maybe. No, I think they think it's cool that
Yeah.
I like get to represent my country and
Yeah.
get to travel and stuff like that. So, and everyone's pretty supportive. Like most times we play, they'll come out and watch or always send some supporting messages. So.
Yeah. But one thing I do know, Australia is a nice country.
Beautiful.
But I said this still, we are still in the hockey because, sometimes some people think being a hockey player or other, let's take it a football or a team sports, you need only to be skillful on what you do, like the hockey alone. What is the difference between the time you were playing your normal team or you started and being in the national team? How it was, like, how was it, like with the whole preparation and everything? How was it in the national team? If you can tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. I think well, especially in Australia, there's not really like a interim step, right? So, for example, maybe here you might play your junior hockey and then you play Hoofdklasse, which is like kind of the step in between
Yes.
playing for Australia or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, for me, it was just kind of like straight into the Australian team. And the best thing I think about that culture is that everyone's super supportive. Everyone like shows you the ropes. It's a really strong culture there as well. So, like, if you don't kind of do the right thing or you're not up to standard straight away, then you get called out. So, for example, the first time I toured, like in previous tours, I would just send a message to the physio and say, like, are you available for a massage or whatever? But that was not acceptable in the team. So if I did that a couple of times and then I got like called in and like just like walk 2 flights of stairs down and go and see her and like all that sort of stuff. So I think as soon as anyone sees anything that's not in the culture, they would just let you know. But I think moreover, the difference between like club and playing for Australia is just the toll on your body and how much more seriously you have to take everything. So like your recovery, every training is super hard. Like especially when I moved, we had a different coach and a totally different way of playing, which was like really physically draining and intense. So all that stuff was pretty tough. And as I said, I got injured early, so that was also a different introduction to rehab too. It was like rehab 24/7 as opposed to if I lived in Sydney, I could have like a life kind of outside, and I think I did miss that actually. I didn't really deal with it that well.
Okay. So if I go to understand the support and things you get, it means your parents and your whole siblings were like behind you 110% to push you to be there, right?
Yeah. I think parents, family, but the team as well, big time.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
there's a group of 27, and they all like we're best mates basically. So
Okay, that is amazing to hear.
it's cool.
Yeah. And I'm going now. I want to ask them certain questions about being in the first time in Olympic Games, the feeling, and the preparation towards to the Olympic Games, and the moment you were there, what the things you were imagining of, if it was the same or you were a little bit disappointed of what you were imagining of.
I was pretty lucky, I guess. In 2016, I was selected as a reserve, so I didn't get to play, but I went to go over and experience it and see what it was like. Our team didn't go so well over there, which was disappointing, but I think the year in the lead up to the Olympics is, it's totally different. Like I kind of think of that as like the last year of school a little bit. Like everything's really hard, but it's also super enjoyable. So, and because people are kind of fighting for spots, everything's really intense. Everyone's the fittest they've ever been. They're the fastest. They're the strongest. So, and everyone wants to go and represent the country and hopefully win medals. So, to have that experience, I think, really helped going and being there this time. Watching it, seeing what the Olympics were like, seeing friends and family away from the pitch, seeing the big crowds, seeing like all the different athletes, walking through the food hall and lining up next to a staff power to get some potato or whatever. It was pretty cool. And then Tokyo was completely different because obviously it was delayed by a year, and it was also entirely on the COVID protocols. So masks everywhere. You couldn't go and see any other sports. The food hall, which is where you usually see famous people like the stars within the village. You couldn't really see anyone except the basketballers because they were calling everyone else because there was this glass in between every round. Exactly, so you couldn't really see it. But the experience was like, I think as well, because there were fewer distractions because of coronavirus. Like, it's kind of like we were just there to do a job. If we weren't training or playing, we were back in the hotel or back in the village, with our masks on as a team. Like it was, there were no distractions basically. Like, I mean, people talk about the coronavirus as being a big distraction, and I guess it was, but like not in the same way that the normal Olympics is. So and no crowds as well.
Yeah, so it was a little bit weird one, but at the same time, it have to be. You guys work really too hard to stay home for all those years to wait for the next 4 years. It's freaking too much. So it's good that, I mean, the door just open for you guys to go and show what you can do. I know that you cannot do your best because of the circumstances, but at the same time, it was good to be there.
Yeah, I think it was also interesting because in Australia we were isolated from the rest of the world in the lead up. So we were only able to go to New Zealand. We played them 4 times before the Olympics, but that was 4 games in 18 months before the Olympics. And I think all the European teams were still playing each other and that sort of thing. So we definitely felt like we were at a little bit of a disadvantage, not being able to play. And also just like training against each other every day for 18 months was getting pretty brutal. Like people, I mean, it was pretty dry. So, but the other benefit is that no one knew what we were working on, or what we were capable of. I think by the time we got there, like no one had seen us for nearly 2 years. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm not a hockey player, but I think you are gradually climbing the ladder the way sportsmen and women supposed to do. If you have a goal and you set up a certain goal for yourself, you just have to keep on climbing until you climb. You know that okay, this one I cannot climb anymore. Then it's okay. But now you are climbing. Keep on climbing.
Yeah.
Don't step down. Keep on going.
Yeah,
but even talking about keep on climbing, I want to find out, because if I look at your CV, I've seen you've been in Commonwealth Games before. And your last Commonwealth Games, you were there. I want to know about the feeling, because I think the Commonwealth Games and Olympic Games is a whole different atmosphere.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's
the
atmosphere is a whole different because of the competition, the purpose of the competition. Though the purpose is the same, but it's a different thing altogether. So a lot of people watching us, listening to us, doesn't know the difference. So if you can really give us a little bit insight about it.
I think, especially for hockey, a lot of the best countries in the world don't participate in the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
So it's completely different for us. I mean, for me, I was lucky enough to play in like a home Commonwealth Games, so it was in Australia. So that was really special. That was awesome. We won, which was also great. But just like seeing the multi-sport events or being there is always super fun. You know, like there's a great team environment, not just like your team, hockey, but Team Australia generally. And you make some great friendships and that sort of thing. But again, it's a different tournament. Like the Olympics, we expect to win, and that's what we want to do. Like we don't. Yeah, we want to win every game at the Olympics. That's basically our goal, and play the best hockey we've played. So, but the Commonwealth Games is a little bit different because I guess we're probably expected to win. Australia, the Australian men's team has never lost. Games. Like we won every one we played. So I guess we don't want to be the first to lose.
You see, that's what I'm saying. You guys are champs. So yeah. So it's really, really good. But before we go to the next question, I want you to say something to the young ones coming. It doesn't matter. This time, I want you to speak for all sports. I know you were a hockey player, so you can talk more about hockey. But if it comes to a little empowerment with your achievement, I think you can spread it to everyone.
I think I'll give you three things, actually. The first one is when you're young, don't specialise too early in a certain sport. Like I think a lot of the great players in our team, they bring elements of different sports into the way they play hockey. And I think that makes it, it makes the way they play unique. So, to young players, I would say keep a broad idea. And you also might realise that you don't actually like hockey as much as other sports. And you've got to kind of do what you want to do. So, don't specialise too early. Because also, it kind of sometimes puts a lot of pressure on to be really good at hockey if that's all you've got. So if you're young, you can have, I would suggest broadening your horizon and getting good at a lot of different things. The second one is just be confident and do what you have to do to be confident. So someone once told me that you get confidence through evidence. And so evidence can come from just working hard, right? So if you keep working hard and keep getting good results and see the rewards, then you should derive a lot of confidence from that. And the third one, especially with hockey, is just try and be the best teammate that you can, because it makes a big difference. I think. I would definitely rather be part of a great team or be the worst player on a great team than the best player on a bad team. So
that's good. But I'm going to say something, and I want you to give advice on that too. So I'm trying to put you in the awkward position. Don't worry. Just bear with me for 2 days. And then I will leave you alone. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about, and then you are going to give advice from it. You know, if you look at in Africa, there is no much facilities if it comes to sports. Okay, I will specific say Ghana because that's where I grew up. So, and to get things to train or the equipment or things is difficult. Or even sometimes some people don't have shoes, but they really want to do the sports. Or even after training, there is no food to eat. But then they find their own way to train. And I was in this country, and then there was a lot of access to a lot of things. But then they take it for granted instead of use it for their best interest.
Here in Holland?
In here. I will speak here because I've been staying here for long, so I will talk about here. They take it for granted. So what I want you to say something to encourage, because if I look at it, I don't think it will be different in Australia. Australia, you guys will have a lot of things, sports equipment, opportunities for, if you want to do it, you can really do it well and get the support. So these two countries or these two worlds we are living, people get it, people don't. But then people have to work extra before getting something to achieve. Some people has it, but they don't really appreciate it. In this case, what do you think you can say to the young ones in Holland here and around the world? And what are you going to say to the one in Africa?
You're right, in Australia we're incredibly lucky. Like, it's not, food's very rarely an issue. It's never an issue for me growing up. Like, I was incredibly privileged growing up. And I had parents who were willing to drive me to all these different sports. But I think the thing is, I can't speak into that exact situation because I've never experienced it. But what I can say is that the most motivated I've been is after I've had a period of not being so lucky. So, for example, with injuries, you kind of, I think it's difficult to motivate people if they haven't gone through it themselves, you know. And I look at like the way you train and stuff, for example, and you can tell you train super, super hard because it looks like you know how hard you have to work to achieve it. So you work at it super hard, right? So, and with me, as I said, like if I'm injured and once I know like that I can't play hockey or I can't do what I want to do, then that's when I get most motivated because I know how it feels. And there's people in our Australian team in the past have said, like when I was younger, these older people who haven't yet won an Olympic gold, they speak and they say like you never know like when your best chance is to actually win it, you know, because they've been through a couple of like failed cycles where they haven't won gold, and they know that like they really wish perhaps that they knew then what they do now, right? So I guess the kids who lack work ethic, like I don't know what you can say really. Like people kind of have to go through it. Like I can say, like don't waste the opportunity because when you get older and you realize that actually it was so easy, if you just worked hard, then like I mean all you're going to have is regrets. So I guess listen to people who say you should really work hard early because it makes a big difference. And to the kids in Ghana, I'm like heroes. That's amazing. Like I have no idea how I would be.
So people, children, if any children is online now listening to us, he's trying to say that if you have the chance, go for it, pursue it, discipline, soft. You have to put yourself out there, trying to work hard, because if you don't work hard, you cannot get paid from so no pain, no gain. I always say you have to work hard. No, if you don't work hard, you cannot achieve it. If it's not, you regret, and you are going to have children and you won't know what to say to them. And then you'll be in a certain level and go like, if I knew, I would have done this right, but then it's too late. And the children in Ghana, only thing he's trying to say is keep on hanging there and things will be okay. And trying to work through. No matter what, you don't have a shoe or you don't have anything to eat, just hang in there. Something good will come out. Right?
I guess you're a great example of that, Esther.
Thank you.
And
Thank
one day
you.
you might have your own podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. We're trying to see what we can do. Trying to bring people like you and the ones they want to be in your shoes or want to be in Olympic Games or any games or try to be the best for themselves. What we can just talk to them to see. You never know who is listening on the background, who will reach out to you and sponsor you or help. So that's why I'm here to trying to help a little bit in that level.
I think the beautiful thing as well is that it feels really good to work hard.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you achieve, I don't think. Like, I don't think it matters if you make the Olympics or do anything, but just
Your best.
I reckon I feel just as good after working super hard one day and feeling I've done everything I can that one day. I'm proud of myself. I feel equally as good making an Olympic team. Like the feeling is, you know, like the Olympic team is nice, but it's nice, I guess, because it's a reward for working hard. So yeah, just try working hard. See if you like it. I'm sure you will, and give it a chance because it's hard. To...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make the Olympics or not. Only thing you have to do your best so you don't regret one day. And keep on working hard. Just go outside, do something, find who you are. You have to dig in. You have to definitely know who you are, because the moment you know who you are and what you are capable of, it makes it easy to be the best for yourself. So now we'll go for the next question. The next question is, I've been seeing it in the air, like you are going to prepare for the Commonwealth Games this time, 2022 Commonwealth Games. Only thing is, if Ghana comes, don't have mercy on them. Don't score them. Your team can, other players can do, but you just.
Fortunately for us, I don't think we play Ghana, or else you put me in an awkward position and stuff.
I know, that's the whole point. I have to, So now I want to know the preparation towards the Commonwealth Games. I know you are here in Holland, training with your teammate in Holland, which is Kazet, right? And training, and the same time you have to prepare yourself. So it's like you have two things doing. You are preparing for your team here, your club here. You are preparing for your country. So what is how fun it is? Is it really fun, or is it too much pressure? Or are you ready to go and meet your teammates?
No, it's super fun. I love my team. I love my team in Australia. And being here is awesome because it's a different way of playing. It's a different challenge. It's a new team. We have to try and, like, it's a relatively young team. And we just kind of came in year 2 of what our head coach says is a 3-year plan. So that was totally different and super fun. Making new connections and stuff, but I really, like, I love playing for Australia. I love being around that team. Like, it's a great team. And yeah, it's beautiful because everyone's working towards a common goal. Like, and I think, we're quite focused on the process. Like, as I said, these things are nice. Like, winning the Commonwealth Games is nice. Winning the World Cup would be nice. Winning the Olympics would be fantastic. But I think really we just want to be the best team that we can be. So, I love that environment. I'm actually going straight from Holland to New Zealand to play 4 games against New Zealand, and we've got some young guys there. So there's a little bit of extra motivation as well. I haven't seen the guys since Tokyo, so I want to make sure that I'm fit and fine by the time I get back.
Definitely, yeah. But I hope you are looking forward to that.
Definitely,
yes. I'm going to cheer you. Just send me there, then I will cheer you. Thanks. Go. Yeah, so it means the preparation is going well. Now you're going to join your team in the Australian team to prepare for the Commonwealth Games. And you keep on talking about you love your team. What makes it special?
Playing for your country is great. But the environment that we've built, I think, as I said, especially in Perth, because you move from all over Australia, and you move to Perth, and then you play and train together every day. And I think it's like, as I said, a common goal. Like we're all kind of working towards one thing, and that's to be like the best team in the world. So, but also like just high performance, like the high performance environment is really like intoxicating. Like it's really fun. It's fun to work hard. Like every day is hard. And also I just like the people in my team a lot. Like they're really great guys. Some of my best friends. So and like playing a team sport, people would know that there's nothing quite like getting out and playing with your best mates. Especially in like a hostile environment or something like that. That's just you and your team against the whole city. So,
So it means if I do understand your Australian team very well, it means they're like your other family. Something like that. You guys are taking care of each other, watching each other's back. So it's like in my culture in Ghana, they have a say. They always said, a broom. You know a broom? They use it to sweep on the ground. If you put it together and you tight it with a rope and you're trying to break it, it doesn't break. But if you take one of the broom and you break it, it breaks easy. So it's about the unity, watching each other's back. It makes it solid.
For sure.
Okay. I have to be in that team then.
We could do the sprint coach actually, Esther.
I think I have to be in the team because I really love environments like that though.
You would love it.
It helps. It keeps a good spirit. The atmosphere, it gets beautiful, and it allows you, because of that, you can really bring everything out to because okay, everybody is bringing 100%. Everybody is bringing, so you cannot bring less. You have to bring your best.
I think so. And you get challenged more.
It helps you to challenge yourself more.
Exactly. You definitely fail more, I think, than most other environments in like a high performance environment. Like you're constantly dealing with like a bad training session or injury or you lose a game. So we're failing all the time. And those are the lows, but the highs are just as good.
That's great. But normally, I'm the one I ask the question in this program. But in your case, we are going to do in the other way around, and we are going to come back and talk about you coming to Holland to join your new club here. How was it? But before then, I'm turning a different way around for you to ask me any question you want to ask me.
Esther, I've asked you a lot of questions in our sessions, a lot. I'm not sure if I asked you one that I already know the answer to.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, what gets you out of bed every day and keep working super hard when I'm not sure if you want to say how old you are on the podcast, but you're older than me.
Yes. What keeps me awake is the strength, the motivation, the energy, and the joy I get doing training or giving training or helping somebody to achieve a certain goals in life. It gives me the happiness and joy because I believe that everybody has something special in them. And that special thing, sometimes themselves, they don't even notice it. Somebody will notice it and tell them, and they have to go home and think about it and find out if what the person said is true. So, for example, let's take it. If I'm going to meet you as a first time, and I always to find out a little bit about the person. And if I see how the percentage or the strength on the person is, it gives me, the moment I'm lying down, I start putting things down. Okay, I think we do this. So I always have like 4 or 5 things. I'm coming to meet the person. And the moment I see you, I just always read the person. I always go deep. So if I'm training somebody is not only the training, because everybody can give training. Everybody can give training, but it have to be unique. It have to be different than what everybody can do. And that makes me the different, because I always take the person as my own. I picture the person that my own. The time I was that age, want to get up to go to training, and I'm not like, okay, I don't want to go, but friends are going out, why I have to be there? But then you want to achieve something, so you keep on going. So then if somebody has that spirit already enough to reach out, that alone is something nice for me to wake up in the morning. So it's the strength in me going to transfer that strength to somebody too, to achieve the goal. That keeps me awake.
I think that's definitely fair. When I come to you for a session, I'm not just working with my legs. You're always talking and twisting something in my mind to make me think about something a bit different, and that's awesome. I actually have another question for you.
Okay.
What do you think, do you think every team sport should learn how to sprint properly?
Yes.
And why?
Because I believe that it's like a child. I will use a child as example. A baby. If you are walking, a baby have to learn how to walk. And after, you crawl first. Some of them crawl with their stomach, their belly. Some of them crawl with their bum and stuff like that. And after the crawling, you get up and then you start making the steps. That's how sports is. Individual or no, I will remove the individual sports out, but the team sports. Because if you don't know how to walk well, how could you be your best in the group or the team sports? So the sport, the footwork, technique, speed work, endurance have to be the best, the really foundation in the team. If you can build that well, with the hockey, it doesn't matter. Even if you sleep and we give you the stick, you can still wake up and play, right? But
Exactly.
if you don't do your good warming up, how are you going to play it well? Then you cannot be your best. So if you don't, the foundation is not solid in the walking, the footwear technique and those things is not solid, that's where the injuries come. Because then when you start talking, you said the first time you got a huge injury with the hamstring is because the foundation was not strong enough. It was not solid. So you were using a certain muscle you don't need to use. Then the other muscle gets weaker and weaker, and then later on it cannot take it anymore. So then you have to bust up and destroy you. And that's where the problem is. And it gives you the hamstring, you start having knee problems, back problems, and other injuries in your muscle. Tomorrow you have this, the next day you have that, ankle problem and all that. But if you work well with the foundation well, you won't have the problem in there. And that's the problem is going on in the team sports world. They have to educate the young ones, including the grown-ups, about sprint training, about technique training, about footwork, about endurance training. And that's what has been lacking in the world of group or team sports. So I think it's really important. It's supposed to be the number one before the hockey comes in.
I think it's definitely made a big difference for me. We need more people like you, Esther. We're lucky to have you.
Welcome. And I'm happy to have you guys too. Yes, because I'm learning from you guys and you guys are learning from me, because start working with the cassette, the main team. It gives me a lot of things. How I've learned a lot. You know, some of them I really want it so bad. Some of them want it, but they don't know how to go about it. And or it could be they don't want to invest that much in it, because if they are playing and it doesn't go well, somebody will go out, somebody will come in. And the goal individual in the team is different. You have some of them have this type of go and the vision, they don't say it, but sometimes I look at it as like, oh dear, somebody wanted so bad. So some of them has it like they want it so much, and some of them want it, and some of them is overdoing it in the wrong way. They want it so bad that they do it in the wrong way because they are either shy to ask questions or they don't know how to ask the questions.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's the beautiful thing about team sport. That's what I like.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
everyone's different.
Yes, everyone is different. So that's what I have learned, because in track and field is a whole different ball game. we train together, we work together, but the moment we stand on the track, lane 5 is mine. I don't care. The one in lane 6, lane 7, or lane 4, then 5 is mine. So I have to finish it. And I have to make sure that I don't see you are not exist and you are not exist, you know. So I won't have nobody to help me from 50 meters to the finishing. I have to go by myself. And if it comes to relay, that's the different whole ball game, because the relays stand for a country. If you're running for your country, the relays stand for the country. That's my way to see relay, because the relay is something the whole country will sit down and watch.
I think it's also it's interesting, like the difference between individual sports and team sports, because I mean the beautiful thing about team sports is that you can help everyone else and like you can work towards a common goal. But the other thing is, if you're not at your absolute best, it's not that bad.
No.
You know, like because people can track you along, but imagine if everyone in the team sport was at the absolute best all the time, like individual athletes are. It's just different.
But I think even if it's not the same, it have to be 90 to 95, 80 to 85, 100 to 95. It shouldn't be 95 and 75. If a team, 2 or 3 in the team are like that, then they are going to sink the other one, because then the atmosphere, the spirit in the field is going to change, because small mistakes is going to be made.
That's true.
And then the other ones are going to work extra and cover them. So I think my opinion is good. We cannot the same, because the fingers even are not the same. So I prefer 90 to 95, not less. Yeah, if we are checking everybody, it's supposed to be like that. It's like you have 2 legs. You cannot build one leg like 90 and leave the other one 70. That's it. That one is going to break, you know.
That's
so
true.
You have to be a little balance in it, you know. So then we help each other. It's like the relay. You have somebody running maybe 11-1, 11-2, 10-9. Somebody is running 11-7. You see, so you have this one fast here, less fast here, less fast here, less fast here, and then you come together, and then you get the baton, and then you win, or you get whatever you get or final. But imagine if somebody is running 11-2 and a 9 something or 10 something, and somebody is running 12. You see, the whole team is gone.
True.
So I think you have to be a little bit balanced. Yeah. So another question for me.
I do have one more question, actually. So, Esther, you actually give the best massage I've ever had, and I've had a lot.
Yeah.
How did you develop the technique?
About the massage, yes. You know, I did a lot of the track and field in professionally, and I remember there was a time there is no money to go and see a physio all the time. So the physio helped me a little bit to teach me how to do certain things. So it's like after training twice a week or 3 times, I'll go to the hospital. And then he will put me in the corner and give me a big door or something. And then he's teaching me how to do it. and showing me the specific muscles, connecting this, connecting that. And as a sports person, this one you don't need that to lose it up, but if you lose this one is going to be okay. So after I think 2 to 3 weeks learning it with that thing, and then he transformed me to somebody to use one of the athletes to do it. So that's the reason why I learned how to do it. So after that, if I travel and then there is no physio in the competition, sometimes some of the competition you will go and the organizers don't have the physio there at that moment, and you are going to run the next day, so you have to do something for yourself. So then I can do those things for myself.
That's perfect.
So that's the reason why I'm good at it.
And do you ever release this spot here on you or no? No.
I do it myself.
That is way too
Every month I do it.
That's way too painful.
Yes, but it's a really one of the good one you can do. It helps to release the nerves and the tightness in your brain. And the small headaches will disappear afterwards. Yeah. So that is the reason why. That's what I'm saying, that if you don't have much, you always have to find a way how to make things done for yourself. Because somebody will have the money to go, some people don't. But at the same time, we all want to achieve the same goal. So we have to make it happen. So that's the reason why. Yeah.
Well, I'm thankful that you took the time to learn that, because as I said, they're the best.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm best in massaging. Yeah, so now you have said it in the online. So now people are going to call me, Esther, will you get me a massage? Hey, if you call me for a massage, you have to pay. You will pay. It's not free. But it doesn't matter. I still love you guys all. Yeah. So now we'll go for the next question. Because I remember me moving to Holland, it was not something easy. Beginning, it was easy to come, but then when I arrived, I realized that, oh dear, what did I put myself into? So the feeling was not easy, but then because of something, you change your mind. So will you tell us about you? I mean, from Australia, it's quite far.
Yeah, it's a long way.
Really. And moving here, being here with joining a different team here, different club, and fit in with the group here and all that. Will you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I think fortunately the team is a bunch of great people, and everyone's really made a big effort to make us feel really accepted and good sense of belonging here. So to be honest, it wasn't that difficult, and also because we got to go back home over the winter break.
Yeah.
It was really only 2 kind of 3-month blocks. So yeah, it was made easy by the people here.
Yes. So what do you like about KZ?
Well, it's quite similar to my club back in Australia. Like, it's a good family club, but also I think a lot of people care a lot about the team and the club, like the players, but also like the head coach, the managers, the assistant coaches, yourself. A lot of people really care about our success, and that makes the environment pretty cool to be a part of.
Okay. And I was going to ask some question, but I think I will keep that because if it's not, people will disturb you. But I think I have to ask you. So now you are in Holland, doing well with your team. Oh, and it was Sunday. It was last Thursday, right?
Thursday, yeah.
You guys played a match. We talk about that before we go to the next question. Will you tell me, though I think you couldn't play because you are training again, and you decided to take a little bit break for yourself, but you are really supporting your team. You are like there, like you are playing even. So will you tell me about it, the preparation towards that, and the winning and all that, and what do you think about your teammates, what they did?
Yeah, I think it was pretty cool that we got to win. It was the Gold Cup, which is like a FA Cup with hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big prize to win. I think it was cooler because we were playing like our rival Hightea, which is like a local club, so there's a big rivalry there. But yeah, I mean, it was a classic final. It was really close, lots of end-to-end hockey. But yeah, I guess for me, I didn't play because of my hamstring as well. And I think, well, I usually think if I'm not playing this, like, you can always contribute. So yeah, you can do something. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, but you can do something and add to the atmosphere in the field as a group. But yeah, I think everyone was pretty happy with the win. It was good for us to get some reward out of the season as well. The season probably didn't go the way that we wanted it to go. So yeah, it was great that we could win that.
Win, yeah. But what do you think about it, your teammates? How they played? How was it?
I think they're pretty happy. I reckon like it was a classic final. Finals very rarely do you play your best hockey. You might have really good customers to play, like some periods of the game you might be the best you've ever played, but almost certainly the other team is also going to have periods of play like that as well. So I think maybe like in hockey, momentum is a big thing, and like managing the game, because it goes for quite a long time. It's not like a race where it's just on and it's over. Like, there's a lot of management to be done and a different team to deal with. So I think maybe in the fourth quarter we probably didn't play our best and we were just hanging on. We probably threw the ball away a little bit too much, but that's kind of finals hockey.
Yeah. Okay. So imagine you are playing, and then you have your best friend on the other team playing together. Are you going to allow him to score you, or are you going to make sure you win?
No way. No way he's scoring.
And if you win from him, what do you think is going to happen towards your friendship?
Nothing. It's sport. That's another good thing about sport is you just play and then beat each other up and then it's fine.
And then you start teasing him, right? If I see your face with that smile, and I feel sorry for that. You rub it every day until he scores you too.
Probably not.
Yeah. No, I don't trust you. You will make sure he realizes it.
Fortunately, I don't have friends on other teams, so
okay.
We'll never know.
Then we'll never know. Then I think I'm going to make sure I get one for you in the next match. I will be in the other team then.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm really happy to know you, because I think you're a strong person. You have a determination. Sometimes you have a little bit yourself on doubt in things, but all the same, you get yourself back on track again and get yourself in. So,
Thanks,
meeting a lot of people, you are one of the special one too. I've been
Thanks for having me on.
Getting to know. Yeah. And I'm happy to know you, and I'm happy to be part of your journey.
Thanks, me too. I'm glad you're part of my journey as well.
Yes. But then I have another one. You see, I think my people watching want to know, because people are saying you look good. You're handsome. So they want to know, not me, not me. It's them. They want they want to know that. Do you have somebody, or are you single, or you already been taken? So then they will mind their business,
Yeah, they could mind it. No, I'm taken. I miss my girlfriend. She's in Australia, so I'm keen to get home and see her.
Okay. People, did you hear that? Please, that question don't ask again. I beg. Leave it. because that handsome face is gone. It's gone. So he's focusing on preparation for the Commonwealth Games and other games ahead. And you know the Olympic Games is around the corner. Normally it's 4 years, but now it's only 2 years left. So only thing he's focusing now is training, eating well, resting, doing other things to occupy the time for the next training. So only thing he wants from you is prayers, support, and cheer. The rest, close your eye. Don't open and watch him, please. So I'm happy to have you here, but you have to say the last thing to tell everyone, the Australians, the Holland, anyone watching us, which advice are you going to give it to them?
I think if you haven't already, you should definitely go and do a session with Esther. Definitely. But be prepared to work hard. Yeah, I mean, that's the best advice I can possibly give. Right? And pay her a lot of money because it's worth it. But also, yeah, I mean, do what you want to do and work hard at it. I think don't be afraid to fail. Yeah, because that's where the magic happens. Right?
Definitely, yeah. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Going back home, and say hi to all the Australians, especially if you are in Australia, go to Sydney and just tell the Sydney people I say hi. It's been a long time. I'll pass by next time again.
I will. That's my hometown.
Yes.
I'll say hi to you.
Yes, and then we support you with love and prayers that everything you want to achieve in life, you can fulfill your achievement. And strength, healthy is important. And just help other people too, with a nice advice, empowerment. That would be great. So we wish you all the best, especially me. I wish you all the best. And thank you for talking to me, open our eye about how Olympic Games is, what championship is. So the young ones coming, they can listen to you and have a little bit go for themselves, because that's what this is about. It's about listening to somebody, the experience, to set your own goal, to achieve it. Even if you couldn't achieve that goal, you did it. You try your best and it didn't be there. And even then, it's still achievement. So thank you very much.
I think it would be better to listen to you, Esther. You're much more inspirational.
Anyway,
thanks for having me.
Yes, and I wish you all the best and good night.
Thank you.
And weekend, yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Ciao. So, people, yeah, we finished with him because he's somebody, he's a really strong person. The first time I met him, it was amazing. The power he has this kind of soul power in training. He always go deep. That's what I like about him. So, a little bit he have shared to us. I hope each and every one will take something from it and put it in your pocket and use it for yourself. And don't forget, no matter what, just go for it. It doesn't matter what the goal is. Just go for it. Don't give up and don't stay home, people. Go outside. Even walking, a little bit exercise for yourself will be good. And the young ones, come on. Choose something to do. And what he said, if you're a young person, don't choose one sport. You can try a little bit football, you can try track and field, hockey, you can just choose 2 or 3 and try all of them. And later on you realize which one do you really like. But if you are young, small, and you already choose one thing and stick with it, later on you realize that you don't even like that one at all. So I hope the young ones, you take something from it and reach out to your goal. Thank you very much to be here with me for almost an hour. Be here with me and work together with me. See you next time. By the way, if somebody want to come to this program to have a conversation with me, please send me a message. I'll be happy to receive you. I'll be happy to welcome you to my page here so we can have a conversation. You don't have to be only a top spotter. You don't have to be only a sports person. It can be any conversation you want us to talk about. Just call me, send me a message, and you'll make a plan for it. Stay blessed and have a beautiful weekend. And please, if you have a music, put it on and dance a little bit. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.
So a trader made $200,000